The motor grader, fitted with logging equipment, moves slowly, methodically, lifting felled pine logs. We are deep inside the slightly over 9,000-hectare Nyamwasa forest in Mityana district. Quite a large compartment of the forest has been cut down. In another compartment, young pine trees are growing in the sun. Nyamwasa Forest Plantation is one of the 3 owned by the New Forests Company, or NFC, which was licensed by the National Forestry Authority to manage Luwunga and Namwasa Central Forest Reserves. It also owns Kirinya Forest Plantation. The districts in which the planted forests are located, such as Mityana, Shiboga, and Kasanda, have benefited from the business.
All company employees, including the casual laborers, are taxed, and that tax goes direct to the sub-county. But also, when it comes to harvesting, there is a fee that is given per truck that moves out of the reserve.
The trees are harvested on order from the other branches of the business, which include a sawmill and a pole plant. As one approaches the sawmill from Netulide Trading Center in Kalwana Sub-County, Kasanda District, trucks ferrying logs are a familiar sight. Matthew Mafumo, the sawmill manager, says the logs are processed into mechanically dried structure or pallet material.
You've got the local market which we service. That is mainly the Coca-Cola beverages. We also do supplies again to the beer companies. We also do supply of pallets to those guys who are into packaging. Other than that, we also export our pallets into Kenya.
The sawmill is certified by the National Environment Management Authority, Uganda National Bureau of Standards, the ISO 9001-2015 standard, and the International Standards for Phytosanitary Measures, or ISPM 15.
We also sell timber locally to the construction industry. We also sell to individuals who want to use their timber for various purposes. They want to do maybe for roofing or maybe for making something else.
Depending on the design, the sawmill makes 300 pallets a day.
In our system, we also have some offcuts or maybe some byproducts which we also produce, like the slabs, they call them makoko. Those are also taken by the local market. Then we also have sawdust, which is also taken by UBL, which they use to fire their boiler.
Located in Mityana district, NFC's pole plant supplies treated, internationally certified utility poles to countries in the East African region. Hannington Sekaja, the manager of the pole plant, says poles are purchased at a price determined by the seasons and market conditions. They range from 80,000 shillings to 310,000 shillings each, depending on their size.
But we also supplement what we get from our own plantations with deliveries from outgrowers. These are people that we have talked to. We have encouraged them to grow trees. We have given them technical support, and now their poles are ready. Now we are buying from them.
The number of poles processed and treated in a day usually averages between 200 and 550. Before they are processed, the poles are graded based on customer specifications. The poles spend about 4 to 6 months drying in stacks in the open air to prevent warping.
We put anti-gang nails. Those are anti-split plates. Once we put them, then we also strap them, depending on the customer. There are some customers that want the strapping and those which don't want. After putting them on the trolleys, we push them inside the cylinder. Then after they are put in the cylinder, we'll put what we call, now the process of treatment will start.
The utility poles are also sold to individual clients starting at $100 and can be used as transmission poles, telecom poles, and for fiber installation. The chemical treatment gives them a lifespan of over 20 years.
grade the poles to ensure that.
However, the commercial forestry business is not all roses. In 2023, President Yoweri Museveni issued a ban on the unsustainable harvesting of trees.
We've been working with the government to lift and reconsider the ban, especially on commercial forestry companies that are running their own plantations, that are harvesting their own timber, and that are processing their own timber and selling their own timber, and also that are replanting. We've made some progress, but it's not yet significant enough.
The challenge is in the definition of value addition to harvested timber.
Such things like timber, sawn timber, was classified as non-value added. But we are saying we've processed. In most cases, we've actually kiln dried it. It should be classified as value added.
The commercial forestry sector is one of the country's engines of growth and job creation. However, these businesses are beset by unstable power supply, which damages equipment, threatens production, and makes industrial production less competitive. GILLIAN NANTUME, NTV,
So this is an
Tonight.
example of our pallet material where we are going